Today our topic is how to make peace with impermanence. Life is a constant flow of changes, and nothing stays the same forever. This truth can be hard to accept because we often want things to last, to stay steady, and to remain familiar. But the reality is that everything, our relationships, our jobs, our health, even our thoughts and feelings, is temporary. This idea is called impermanence, and it is a central part of life. Learning to make peace with impermanence is not about giving up or losing hope. It is about understanding the nature of life and finding a way to live with more peace, joy, and freedom. Let's explore how we can do this step by step. First, we need to accept that impermanence is a natural part of life. Think about the seasons. Spring turns into summer, summer into fall, and fall into winter. The cycle repeats every year, and nothing can stop it. In the same way, our lives go through seasons. Some moments are full of happiness, like spring flowers blooming, while others feel cold and difficult, like winter. But just as winter doesn't last forever, neither do our struggles. And just as spring always returns, so do moments of joy. When we accept that change is inevitable, we stop fighting against it. We stop trying to hold on to things that cannot last, and we start to see the beauty in the flow of life. Second, we can practice mindfulness. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment, without judgment. When we are mindful, we notice how things are right now, without wishing they were different. This helps us see that every moment is unique and valuable, even if it doesn't last. For example, think about a beautiful sunset. It only lasts for a few minutes, but during that time, it can fill us with awe and wonder. If we spend those minutes worrying about the future or regretting the past, we miss the beauty of the moment. But if we stay present, we can fully enjoy it, knowing that it will soon be gone. This is how mindfulness helps us make peace with impermanence. It teaches us to appreciate what we have while we have it, without clinging to it or fearing its loss. Third, we can practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what we have, even if it is small or temporary. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we stop worrying so much about what we might lose. For example, if you have a friend who is moving away, instead of feeling sad about the goodbye, you can feel grateful for the time you shared. You can cherish the memories and look forward to the new experiences that life will bring. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. It means finding the good in every situation, even when things are hard. This shift in perspective can help us feel more at peace with the changes in our lives. Fourth, we can learn from Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to stay calm and strong, no matter what happens in life. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is that we cannot control everything, but we can control how we respond. For example, we cannot control the weather, but we can control whether we carry an umbrella. In the same way, we cannot control the fact that everything changes, but we can control how we react to those changes. When we accept that some things are beyond our control, we stop wasting energy trying to change them. Instead, we focus on what we can do, like being kind, staying present, and taking care of ourselves. This mindset helps us feel more resilient and less overwhelmed by the ups and downs of life. Fifth, we can let go of attachment. Attachment is when we cling to things, people, or ideas because we think they will make us happy. But attachment often leads to suffering because nothing lasts forever. When we lose what we are attached to, we feel pain. For example, if you are attached to a job, you might feel devastated if you lose it. But if you see the job as just one part of your journey, you can let it go more easily and move on to the next opportunity. Letting go doesn't mean not caring or not trying. It means caring deeply, but also being willing to release what is no longer serving you. This is how we make peace with impermanence, by holding things lightly, not tightly. Sixth, we can focus on what truly matters. When we realize that life is temporary, we start to see what is most important. Often, we spend a lot of time chasing things that don't bring us lasting happiness, like money, fame, or material possessions. But these things can disappear in an instant. What truly matters are the connections we have with others, the love we give and receive, and the moments we share. When we focus on these things, we feel richer and more fulfilled, even if our lives are simple. This doesn't mean we should ignore practical concerns, but it does mean we should keep our priorities straight. By focusing on what truly matters, we can live with more purpose and peace. Seventh, we can embrace the unknown. Life is full of surprises, and we never know what will happen next. This can be scary, but it can also be exciting. When we embrace the unknown, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We become more curious, more adventurous, and more willing to take risks. For example, if you lose a job, it might feel like the end of the world. But it could also be the start of something new and wonderful. Maybe you will find a job you love even more, or maybe you'll discover a passion you never knew you had. When we see change as an opportunity instead of a threat, we can face it with courage and hope. Eighth, we can practice self-compassion. Making peace with impermanence is not easy, and it's okay to struggle with it. There will be times when we feel sad, scared, or overwhelmed. During these times, it's important to be kind to ourselves. Self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same care and understanding that we would offer to a friend. It means acknowledging our pain without judging ourselves for it. For example, if you are grieving the loss of a loved one, it's okay to feel sad. You don't have to rush through your emotions or pretend everything is fine. Instead, you can give yourself the space to heal, knowing that the pain will lessen over time. Self-compassion helps us navigate the difficult moments with more grace and resilience. Ninth, we can find meaning in the journey. Life is not just about the destination, it's about the journey. Every experience, whether good or bad, teaches us something and helps us grow. When we look for meaning in our experiences, we feel more connected to life and more at peace with its impermanence. For example, if you go through a difficult breakup, you might feel heartbroken at first. But over time, you might realize that the experience taught you about love, resilience, and self-worth. Finding meaning doesn't erase the pain, but it helps us see that even the hardest moments have value. This perspective can give us strength and hope during tough times. 10th, we can remember that we are part of something bigger. Life is not just about us as individuals. It's about the connections we share with others and the world around us. When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, we feel less alone and less afraid. For example, think about a tree. The leaves fall in the autumn, but the tree remains, and new leaves grow in the spring. In the same way, we are part of a cycle that goes on long after we are gone. Our actions, our love, and our kindness can have a lasting impact even if we don't see it. This sense of connection can help us feel more grounded and less anxious about the changes in our lives. In conclusion, making peace with impermanence is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and practice. But the more we embrace the truth that everything changes, the more we can live with freedom, joy, and gratitude. We can learn to appreciate the present moment, let go of what we cannot control, and focus on what truly matters. We can find meaning in our experiences, embrace the unknown, and treat ourselves with kindness. And we can remember that we are part of something bigger, something that gives our lives purpose and connection. Life is a gift, and even though it is temporary, it is also beautiful. By making peace with impermanence, we can fully enjoy the gift of life, moment by moment.